PressBox writer Tim Richardson takes you inside the world of sports business with the PressBox Sports Business Report, sponsored by Natty Bow Gear, only at PressBoxOnline.com. And with the Olympics now underway, we're witnessing some of the greatest athletes in the world as they compete for their countries. But what we don't get to see is what their life has been like preparing for the games and the commitment it takes to get there. I recently sat down with former Olympian Kimmie Meissner, who competed in the 2006 Winter Games at the age of 16. Now 23 and pursuing a degree at Towson University, she and I discussed what her childhood was like preparing for the Games. Do you prefer now at your ripe old age of like 22, Kimmie or Kim?
I still go by Kimmie. Everyone is always like shocked, but I still feel like Kimmie. I don't know if I would be a Kim. Maybe Kimberly.
All right. Well, maybe one day you'll...
Maybe one day.
All right. Hey, what's it like these days for you? You're not retired, but you're in a kind of a post-skating mode, aren't you?
I am, yeah. I skate mainly in shows now, which is way less pressure. It's a lot of fun. I get to perform with like a lot of musical acts. But I'm still like technically an amateur, but I tell everyone I'm a professional now.
All right. So what is your post-skating career going to consist of? You will always be on skates doing some things, but that will probably not be what your quote-unquote day job is. Is that a fair way to put that?
That is, yeah. Well, recently I actually started coaching skating, so I do that now. I also work at a physical therapy clinic, and I'm in school thinking that I want to do physical therapy, but like I really change my mind like every week. So,
all right,
right
well,
now
it's okay to be young and changing your mind.
Yeah.
What was that like being 11 or 12 or 13 and maybe being not able to change your mind? You know, your parents and everybody so invested in you as a skater at that time.
You know, that was a life that I knew, and I chose it. My parents told me all the time, like, you know, if you ever don't want to do it, like, that's your decision. All of this is like your decision. And I mean, I just loved it. Like, I could not get enough of it. You know, I trained like all day long. I'd go to school in the mornings and then just train all day. And I mean, it was fantastic. Now I'm like, oh, my body hurts, my knees hurt. You know, I don't think I want to do it.
Wait a few years for that. You know, we've got the Olympics coming up. Obviously, it's Summer Games are coming up, but it's still the same preparation that goes into it. What was that experience like for you?
It was amazing. It's one of those things that at the time, you can't really absorb it all. Like afterwards, like, I mean, I guess it's been about 6 years maybe.
Exactly, 2006 in Italy.
Right, so like now I can kind of completely understand like what was happening and like how I was feeling. But it was, you know, really a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing.
Is it something that you see as a totally positive experience, or were there negatives to it?
I think it's a completely positive experience. There's definitely, you know, some hardships that you face before and after. You know, the pressure, the expectations, those are kind of a little bit hard to deal with, I guess. But really, like, I learned so much from, you know, being able to train for the Olympics and then going and, like, you know, keeping it together at the Olympics. It's really taught me a lot, like, from life.
Is skating something that will be part of your life forever?
It will be. You know, I didn't skate or really do anything with it for about 2 years. And, like, I look back on it now, and it was so hard for me to stay away. And, I mean, here I am, you know, doing shows and doing everything. I'm completely involved in it again. I don't think I could ever be a judge. I'm not even going to go there.
Not even on American Idol.
No, I'm too much like, oh, you were really good today, or your hair looks really nice. I would not be good at that. Coaching, I can see myself doing. I really love it. It's really fun to work. I have a lot of like little skaters, and they're really fun. And commentating, I could probably do commentating. I think it would be great and like fun to do, but it's kind of the same thing. If I watch somebody fall or like do something, I react to it at the same time. So I mean, they fell, I'd be like, oh, that looks awful. You know, that probably really hurt.
Well,
so.
I got to tell you, getting to know you over the past year from the time we rappelled last year, it's you're a pretty special young lady. You're well grounded.
Thank you.
And I think the work you do for the Cool Kids campaign and now for the Kidney Foundation by rappelling again is great stuff.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
And we'll look forward to the bright future of Kimmie Meissner. And we will be back with more Inside PressBox after this. and she is a grounded young lady. We're going to wrap things up with the photo of the week right after these messages, so don't go away. Go to PressBoxOnline.com and register a youth team in your community for a chance to be highlighted as the PressBox Youth Team of the Month. Sponsored by Sports Authority. Go to PressBoxOnline.com for all the details.